Hey y'all, it's been really rainy here lately and cold for May. Oh, I don't like cold weather. I only like cold weather if I'm in Ireland or Scotland, which are my favorite places in the world so far. Anyway, I've been planting seeds. I'm still out here sowing seeds. It always just seems like this time of year, it's never ending until everything starts popping up out of the ground. But anyway, so I'm out here. I'm going to sow some more basil. My cinnamon basil got messed up by the birds, and so I'm going to have to like resow that. And I'm doing some more radishes to keep my supply going. So, hey, Andrea here. How are you guys? So I thought I'd go ahead and do my update, let you know how things are going. So we had a really rainy week. It was rainy and it was cold. We're in the Midwest, near the heartland, and so we're not used to having colder temperatures this time of year, and I think a lot of places in the country are experiencing this right now too. So anyway, yeah, so I've been still trying to plant I've been trying to sow seeds, and every now and then I just get this wild idea and I want to try something new and experiment, and so I'll show you some of that too. So we'll start over here in this bed, and there's been a lot of changes since a week. So my cilantro is still going nuts over here. I can't imagine how many seeds I'm going to get from this thing. This is going to be crazy. So hopefully I can give them away to people. But then over here I've got my cucumbers. They're popping up out of the ground and getting bigger. And we still haven't replaced our trellis, which we plan to do this weekend. My husband, we don't have a truck, so you know, we have to kind of rely on family to help us out, and which, you know, is asking a lot, but you know, we're very thankful. But anyway, so we have my rosemary here, definitely growing, looking more green every day. And then I have some tomatoes. This is my black krim. I've had to put some DE on it because I've been having some issues with the flea beetles with this plant, and so it's been kind of frustrating. And actually a lot of my my seedlings and the other bed are dealing with pest stuff too, so I'll get to that. And then here's one of my pepper plants, looking good. My poor habanero plant is looking yellow, so I was hoping it would get better, and it's definitely looking better than it did, but I think I'd like to still maybe add some blood meal, see if that might help. Maybe it just needs some nitrogen. A jalapeno plant over there. One of my jet stars. My jet stars are looking fabulous. I have one there and then one over there, and this one is just growing really well. I'm getting blooms, as you can see. And then I have my Cherokee purple, my Brandywine black over there. It's right here. My other Cherokee purple. Then I have my basil. My poor basil has been suffering for so many things. It does not like the cold. Basil likes nice warm temperatures, so it's not like the cold weather this week, and it's getting attacked by pests, as you can see. So I'm very frustrated about that. And then my jalapeno plant, my mortgage lifter, and then here's my Brandywine. There's my puppy over there. Hi, Pippin. He loves coming out here with me and attacking the weeds. And then Oscar's rolling around over there, so they're having a good time being outside with me right now. Another basil plant that's struggling a little bit. My other jet star that I showed earlier, it looks really great. My thyme and some zinnias. Okay, and then over on this bed, I finally had some green bean plants pop up. Not all of them have popped up yet. You should have seen them the other day. When it was rainy and cold, they were drooped down really bad. And then one morning we had sun and they just perked right up, and it was kind of funny, almost like they were just super happy to see the sun, just like I was. And then some more zinnias. Over here is going to be a sunflower. My poor corn, oh my goodness, all the birds in the area, they have been coming out to my garden beds and then uprooting my seedlings, which has made me so frustrated. So that one over there, I tried to rebury it and it's pitiful. So I just need to try to see if I can sow another seed before these get too big. I really don't know if it'll work, but I'll try it. But this will be the Country Gentleman corn, rosemary, Mexican sunflower seeds that are also getting eaten by pests. Isn't that fun? And my okra, poor things, have also been getting damaged. Those were also getting uprooted by the birds, and so I planted some more seeds just in case. So I have the Burmese, and then I also have the Clemson spineless over here. And then I have some cosmos seedlings. I love cosmos flowers. I have my blue Tuscan rosemary over there. And then I have my orange jing okra. Just a couple of those seedlings have popped up, and actually it looks like one of the birds has taken one of the other ones again. So frustrating. So I actually planted more of those too for that very reason. And I planted more beans too, because I'm not sure if the other seeds were just struggling. Like you can see that one over there. That one looks awful. So I'm kind of wondering if I'm getting to the end of the viability of those seeds. And then I have a bell pepper plant. I have a cherry tomato over here, these carrots that are still in the ground, and then zinnias over here. My cinnamon basil plant fell over here, so I suspect that I'll have some cinnamon basil popping out of here. There's a weed I need to get rid of. And then I also planted more basil, or I sowed basil seeds over here, so those should be popping up here pretty soon, especially with the weather being warmer. And then over here is my bed that has like my radishes and whatnot. So over here I have radishes. I just sowed some more radish seeds just the other day, so I can get some more coming up, so I can have a succession of those. And then my baby bok choy, which some of them are getting pretty big, but some of them are getting eaten up. So frustrating. So y'all holler out your advice for getting rid of those pests. That would be great. I know some flea beetles are part of it. I know there's got to be some other kind of pest in here trying to get these. And then purple lady bok choy, which will have to be thinned out eventually, which makes me sad because these are actually looking really pretty good. And they're so beautiful. Like when they're fully grown in the picture, just the colors of the green and the purple look amazing. So I can't wait to see how these do. And I have my Scarlet Kale getting bigger. And then my Dinosaur Kale. Get a little close up so you guys can see them better. Here's the Scarlet Kale. And then my onions. I'll show you guys later what I plan to do with my onions as when I thin them out. I'm going to let them grow into like the size of bunching onions and then thin them out so we can use those. And then my beets. This is my bull's blood beets. I love the color of the foliage. Love it. It's going to be so pretty in salads. And this is my Detroit red beet. Looking good. My carrots. Definitely looking good over here. Getting bigger. And this is my son's favorite bed, by the way. He loves it because he says he loves to see the rows. And then over here we have just little pots full of all kinds of different things. Cinnamon basil, those ones that did survive, and I sowed more seeds. And then the pink mizuna, little gem lettuce. I planted more lettuce seeds in these pots, so I'll explain those when those pop up. Little gem. And this fun pot, my husband decided to buy me some pots over the Mother's Day weekend so that I could plant more things. And in here I planted all kinds of different lettuce, and what I plan to do is, like, when the heat of the summer comes, I plan to put it in the shade as much as possible, especially in the hot moments of the day, so that it'll hopefully do okay. But I did all various types of different lettuce in here, so again, that'll be a later update. But I did put also some radish seedlings in here, and they are already popping up literally just 2 days later. Over here, another experiment I'm doing in this pot. I'm trying to grow potatoes. We'll see what happens. That's all I have for now, but I can't wait for everything to grow, and I can't wait to update you guys as things grow. And I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody else's gardens are looking like. And I'm actually very thankful because on a couple of the nights it got really cold and we were worried about the frost, but my plants were like champions. They made it through perfectly fine, which I'm so thankful for. And the rain wasn't too excessive to really damage my plants, so I'm very, very thankful for that too, because last year we had so much rain around this time, and I remember having to throw out so many different plants. So I'm so super ecstatic about that. So anyway, you guys have a great weekend, a great week, and I look forward to keeping in touch with you all. Bye! So I couldn't wait to do this video. I couldn't wait until next week to do it. So I just want to show you guys, we finally got our trellis replaced here. So it's so much bigger than the other one was, and way sturdier. So let me show you. This thing is not going anywhere, which is great. But anyway, I'm so excited because I cannot wait to see my beans and my cucumbers grow along this and see how pretty it looks by the end of the season. So we bought another one too, and we plan on getting an extra bed next year. So by next year we should have 2 arch trellises, and it should really look pretty back here once the garden is up and going. And just to show you too, I told you about all those birds trying to get our seedlings. My father-in-law gave me some extra cages, and I just laid them over the tops of my beds to try to keep the birds out. So I really hope this works, because this morning I came out and I was so mad because more of my corn seedlings were pulled out, and okra. So but anyway, that's what we did. But there's our trellis. You guys have a great week.